Remember that this is your divisor, right? Your denominator, or the second number in the division is called your divisor. And the first number before your division would be called your dividend. And then typically in a fraction, your numerator is your dividend. Okay, and the answer to the division problem is called our quotient. If our divisor is a decimal number, if it's not a whole number, we want to choose the multiple of 10 that we could multiply by our dividend and our divisor. That would make this divisor a whole number. If you multiply something by 100, that decimal place will move 2 places to the right. If we multiply our denominator by 100, right, that'll move this decimal place to the right. We have to also multiply the numerator by 100. Okay, and so that will make an equivalent form of this problem, right? So moving this numerator decimal to the right, we'll get 125 and divided by 25. Remember that we have an equivalent version of the problem. Now if you want to look at it in terms of long division, 25 goes into 125. How many times? Do this for you. 25 times 5. Wait, that's 125, right? So we'll say 125, right? We'll put our 5 here. 5 times 25 is 125. And what do we do at this point? We subtract. Here we have 0 remainder, and this is our answer. So that kind of brings us through a small version of long division. So here's another one. Let's go ahead and just put this in a fraction here. All right, just like it is given to us. Now, you can see that our divisor is a decimal, right? It is not a whole number. If I could only multiply this by 10, right, then that would move our decimal place to the right, and I'd have a whole number. If we multiply this denominator by 10, we also will multiply our numerator by 10, right? That way it stays equivalent. It's like multiplying by 1. So now our new version of this problem with our new decimal places, right? 184.6 divided by 26. But let's set up the long division. 26 goes into 184.6. We want to ask ourselves, how many times does 26 go into 184? So we'll come back on the side or down here on the bottom of the screen and we'll kind of start looking into it, okay? If I have 26, and you can kind of start at like 5, for example, you know that you're going to maybe get there pretty close. 26 times 5 is 130, right? That's not quite there. Maybe we could fit another one. Subtract 26 times 6. A little closer, right? You want to go close, but not over 184, right? So try 26 times 7. That gives us 182. That's right under 184. So let's use this multiplication fact to get us started with our long division. So 26 will go into 184. How many times? It'll go into it 7 times. We'll put that right over the last digit of 184. And now 7 times 26, we'll put the answer to that right under our little dividend, and we'll subtract. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2. These are 0. We'll bring down our next digit of 6. Well, how many times does 26 go into itself? That's easy. 1 time, right? And then we'll multiply and put that right under here and subtract. Hopefully the long division algorithm is coming back to you. Now, we're not done though. Even though we have a 0 remainder, you still have to bring up this decimal point, keeping it aligned, and we'll bring it into our quotient right there. So the answer to 184.6 divided by 26 is the same as 18.46 divided by 2.6. They're both 7.1. Okay, so there is your answer. All right, so the important thing is to practice using the long division algorithm, and I have plenty of links for you to practice and see more examples. So remember to ask questions if you need to.